Hello. This is Father Adam Kotas coming to you live with more good news that I know you can use in your daily life. So, the gospel for this weekend that we hear talks about Jesus multiplying the 5 loaves of bread and the 2 fish. It's in John chapter 6. And part of that, we hear this. Then Jesus took the loaves, gave thanks, and distributed them to those who were reclining, and also as much of the fish as they wanted. When they had had their fill, he said to his disciples, "Gather all the fragments left over, so that nothing will be wasted." So they collected them and filled the 12 wicker baskets with fragments from the 5 barley loaves. Now, when we talk about the Bible, numbers are very significant. 12. The number 12 refers to the church. The 12 tribes of Israel, that was the church, I mean not the Roman Catholic Church or the Christian church or, institutional church. I'm talking about a gathering of people. The church means an assembly of people. Where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I am with them. The church is you and I. It's not an institution. So the 12 tribes of Israel, meaning the gathering of the people of God. The 12 apostles, the church. And here we have the 12 wicker baskets filled with leftovers. Now, there's nothing insignificant in the Bible. Jesus says, pick up the 12 wicker baskets full of leftovers. Why? Well, there was a lot of people there, 5,000 men. Why does it say men? Because in Jewish culture, women are not counted, children are not counted. So there was a lot of people there. When the Bible talks about 1,000, it doesn't mean that there were exactly 5,000 men. It just means that there were a lot of people. The Bible exaggerates. So it doesn't mean that there were thousands of people there. That just means there's a lot of people there, okay? Because that's figurative, allegorical language of the Bible. So there's a lot of people there. And Jesus sends his apostles to pick up the fragments. The fragments are very important. Why? That same phrase, I don't want anything to be lost, is the same phrase in Greek that is used in chapter 15 of Luke's Gospel when we hear about the prodigal son. So the son who went to his father and asked for his inheritance and then squandered the inheritance on prostitutes and then is living among pigs, and he says, I'm so lost here. I'm lost. I don't want anything to be lost. That same phrase is there. The father of the prodigal son is also using the same Greek phrase to refer to his son who was lost but now is found. Why? Because this chapter 6 of John's Gospel has to do with the revelation of God's heart. And the heart of God is the tender, loving, inclusive heart that does not want any of his children to be lost. It is the heart of God that has Jesus saying, in my Father's house there are many dwelling places. I go before you to prepare a place for you, so that where I am, you also may be. The heart of God is the heart that says, pick up all of the fragments. I want them all. I don't want anything, any of that which is mine. I don't want any of it to be lost. It is the heart of God that in Luke chapter 15 has 100 sheep, and the good shepherd loses one and leaves the 99 behind and goes after the one that is lost. Now you could say, well, why would he do that? He's got 99. Who cares about the one that is lost? But that's not the heart of God. People are like that. They'll leave the one to be lost. Like people in the church, they don't care. Most of the people in the church, the bishops, the priests, the ministers, the pastors, even the Pope, they don't care about the one lost one because they've got the 99. But that's not the heart of God. Recently, the Pope Francis, this one, the one that we have right now, in Rome, he was in a closed meeting with Italian bishops, and he said that I don't want any homosexuals in the church. He said we have too many homosexuals in the church as it is. Except he didn't use the word homosexuals. He said he used the word that begins with an F. F. I can't say it because it's so demeaning. But that's what he said. I don't want any in the church. Because he revealed his heart in a closed meeting where he thought that nobody was recording him. And then when they revealed that one of the bishops recorded him to reveal his true face, because he's got one face for the people. He's a two-faced, I'm not going to say who he is, but he's two-faced, okay? I'm thinking of a word right now, but I won't use it. He's a two-faced, lying. He's got one face for the people. So he says, oh, everybody's welcome in the church. But then he's got another face when he thinks he's in private and nobody is recording him. We got too many two-faced people. And so the heart of this Pope and the heart of many bishops and the heart of many priests and the heart of many pastors leaves the one that is lost behind because they are conformed with having the 99. Pope Benedict XVI, that was before this current one that is in Rome now, Francis, he said, well, it doesn't matter, we just need a small church with a small amount of people. That's not what God is all about. God is about leaving the 99 and going after the lost one, because the heart of God doesn't rest until it has all of his children with him. That story about the 100 sheep has nothing to do with the 100 sheep or the shepherd having 100 sheep. It has to do with wholeness. That's why the number 100 is there, because the Bible is all about numbers. So the number 100 means it's a complete number. The number 100 is a complete biblical number. The number 99 is an incomplete biblical number. So God doesn't rest until he has 100 complete. That's why the same story in Luke chapter 15 about the woman who has 10 coins, because 10 in the Bible means complete. 9 is incomplete. So she's got 10 coins. She loses one and she goes all over the house looking for the one lost coin, because God will not rest until he has all of his children with him. That's the heart of God. And that is what this story is all about. So God is this way. God is the God who is revealed to Saint Teresa of Avila. Saint Teresa of Avila had her brother who committed suicide 500 years ago in medieval Spain. She's a doctor of the church. She was a mystic. She had visions of Jesus. And all the church people, the bishops, the priests, even the Pope, said to Saint Teresa of Avila, your brother went to hell. Your brother is in hell because he committed suicide. And Teresa had visions of Jesus, and she's asking Jesus, where is my brother? They're all telling me, all these church people, all these, self-righteous church people are telling me that my brother went to hell for taking his life. Where is he? And Jesus says to Teresa of Avila, because her brother committed suicide, jumping from a bridge and drowning in a river. And so Jesus said to Teresa of Avila, Saint Teresa of Avila, Teresa, between the bridge where your brother jumped and the river where he drowned, there in the middle was my mercy. Between the bridge and the water was my mercy, because the mercy of God always finds us. The mercy of God always catches us. That's the heart of God, that doesn't want any of us to be lost. The more lost we are, the more opportunity there is for God to find us. Do you get it? That's why we get lost sometimes, so that we can be found. When I used to play hide and seek with my grandfather when I was a young boy, and he used to look all over the house for me. It was winter time in Poland, and you couldn't be outside because it was really, really cold. And I would come out of my hiding place when he couldn't find me, and I would say, here I am, here I am. And my grandfather would say, well, why are you doing that? I'm supposed to find you. And I said to him, because the best part of playing hide and seek with you is being found. But in order to be found, you have to get lost. Now you get it, why we get lost? So that God can find us. And the promise of our God is that He is the God of the leftovers. He's not the God of the whole bread. He's the God of the fragments. So you are fragmented. You've been broken. And He is your God. Oh, how wonderful, isn't it? We have all been fragmented. We have all been broken. And we have a God of the fragments. Isn't that great? The 12 baskets filled with leftovers have to do with the church. That the church is full of the misfits. We are all misfits. All of us. All of us are broken. And that should tell us something, The more broken we are, the more found we are. So I want you all to look up something, because this really impacted me. I went to a retreat in Częstochowa, Poland, with a bishop who in 2013 was in a car accident in Warsaw. He's the auxiliary bishop of Warsaw. And he had a car accident while he was drunk. He was driving drunk, and he crashed into a pole, like a light pole. And after he crashed into the light pole, he was arrested and thrown in jail in Warsaw, Poland. And this was all over the news, okay? All over the news, okay, in Poland. And after he ended up in, and after he ended up in jail for drunk driving, okay, he was calling all of his friends, the other bishops, to come and bail him out of jail. He was calling all of the higher ups, you know, the ones that wear the big hats and that carry those sticks, you know, the whatever, okay, and they think that they're, you know, they think their shit doesn't smell. They dress up and all of that stuff. And he was calling them to come and bail him out. And none of them would come and bail him out. None of them. His name is Bishop Jarecki. Okay? Jarecki. You can Google it. All right? Auxiliary Bishop of Warsaw. And he said this in the retreat. I went to this retreat with him because it was a very powerful retreat. Very powerful. And he said none of those bishops or priests, the higher ups, the hierarchy of the church, wanted to come and bail him out of jail because they didn't want to be seen with him. Because to have their pictures taken and everything, because it was shameful. And then he said he called a priest who was a drug addict, who was doing coke. And everybody knows that he was a drug addict doing coke. Had a problem with drug addiction, this priest, and he called him. And this priest came to bail him out. Because he didn't care that they were going to take his picture. Wow. That is the image of the church. Fragmented. Bishop Jarecki, who's still a bishop, he will always be a bishop no matter what anybody says. He says that after he crashed his car, okay, in 2012, Bishop Peter Jarecki, after he crashed his car in this freakish accident, then he went to a rehab place for over a year. He said this gave him his priesthood back, this experience of crashing, this experience of being fragmented, and it also showed him the real face of the hierarchy and the people who run the church. He said that experience made him change in such a way that he got his priesthood back. He became fragmented, broken. Wow. Are you getting it? So, I was reflecting on this myself because I've been broken so many times. And this last brokenness in my life Because every single brokenness is permitted by God. God permits us to be broken. Like God permitted him to crash. And, you know, God permitted this bishop to be arrested for drunk driving. Look at this. You can Google all of this yourself here. Okay. Polish bishop arrested for drunk driving. Google it. Okay. So I've been reflecting on this. Why is it that God permitted for me to be abused sexually by a priest in Las Vegas? In 2018, I was manipulated and sexually abused by a priest in the Archdiocese of Las Vegas and then blamed for it. Because I was told that, oh, we know that you're homosexual or gay, and so you asked for it. People like you can't be abused. That's what Bishop Joseph Pepe and his two minions, the vicars that he had at the time in Las Vegas, told me when I told them what had happened to me. And of course, I mean, I never told them, you know, what my sexual orientation is, because that's none of anybody's business. That has nothing to do with being abused. You know, these are people who believe that prostitutes cannot be raped. And they're absolutely awful, awful human beings, awful people. Just terrible, terrible people. And they blamed me for it. But I was reflecting, why is it that God permitted this to happen? Why did God permit me to go through this experience? Because before this experience, I put the institution of the church above you. And now I put you above the institution of the church. It was through this broken experience, through this brokenness, through being fragmented, that I was found. God found me by allowing me to be fragmented and broken. Do you get it? All of those experiences God permits in our life in order to find us. And the church is made up of the 12 wicker baskets full of fragments. The more broken you are, the more you fit into that basket. And the church is you and I. We are part of the church. Broken, no matter what brokenness we have. Whether you're divorced, whether you're depressed, whether you're anxious, whether you're lonely, no matter what brokenness you have. Whether you feel you're ugly, you feel you're unwanted, no matter who you are and what mistakes you have made, you fit into that basket. And Jesus picks you up. Pick up those fragments, he says. Pick them up. Pick up the fragments. He tells the apostles, pick those fragments up, because my church is made up of the fragments. It's not made up of the perfect. It's made up of the fragments, the leftovers. So no matter how leftover you are, you belong to Jesus. You are his. And he picks you up. Isn't that just... I feel like running around from the joy that's in my heart. Because no matter how broken we are, no matter how broken you are, yeah, the religious people don't want you. Because you don't fit into their box, like the evangelicals, okay? Evangelical Christians, Pentecostals, right-wing Catholics, all the, zealots, all the modern-day Pharisees. They don't want you. They don't want you because you may have been married 5 times. They don't want you because you're divorced. They don't want you because you may be gay or lesbian or transgender. They don't want you. They don't want you because of your past. They don't want you. But Jesus wants you. Yeah. Even the Pope may not want you. Like the Pope said recently, Google it, in a closed meeting with Italian bishops. I don't want any gays in the church. We've got too many of them. He also said there's too many gays. He didn't use the word gay. He used that F word that I won't say, I won't repeat here. He said, I don't want any of those in the priesthood. Well, I've got news for him. Because he says he wants to get rid of all the gay priests. If he gets rid of all the gay priests, he ain't gonna have any. I mean, how stupid can he be? I mean, he's got his head in a hole somewhere. I mean, how stupid can the guy be? Maybe he's too old. We had another experience of somebody old just quitting. Somebody old just quit. Maybe some of these older folks, gotta get them. Oh, I'm talking too much. I talk too much, don't I? But you like it when I talk, don't I? You like it when I let my tongue loose. When I've got a loose tongue. That's all I have loose, is my tongue. That's the only thing loose I got. And maybe a little screws up here. I always say, in every family there's a crazy person, except in mine. In my family, everybody's crazy. We're all nuts. But so what? Just have to admit it. So, maybe you don't fit into the Pope's church. But you don't have to fit into his church. You don't got to fit into any bishop's church. Or any priest's church. Or any pastor's church. You just got to fit into Jesus's church. Because the church is his. Not theirs. And he's got the church of the 12 baskets of leftovers. Do you get it? Isn't that wonderful? Come on now, let's comment here. This video is available in its entirety on my YouTube channel at Adam Kotas Direct. Go over there, subscribe on my YouTube, and watch the complete video because there's a lot of good news here that I know you can use. Okay? I know that. You like these rosaries? I love my rosary. And my medal of Saint Benedict. So, the 12 wicker baskets. We're all left over. And that's okay. We're part of Jesus' church. How wonderful. So accept your brokenness. Something's biting me. I wonder what's biting me. Oh, shoot. On my leg. Oh. Anyway. So, are you getting some good news here that I know you can use? Why do I have the rosary sideways, Edith says? Because that's the way Mother Teresa used to wear it. Stop asking me such questions, okay? Why are you focused on the rosary? I mean, you should be focusing on what I'm saying. Why do you have this? Why do you have that? Focus on what I'm saying. I mean, I just, like, it gets me, like, what people focus on. Like, why haven't you shaved? Well, because it's Saturday and I didn't feel like it. Maybe I'll shave later. Oh my gosh, something bit me. Oh, I wonder what that is. Okay, so anything else? 12 baskets. Please explain. I just did. Go to my YouTube and watch the video completely. I'm not gonna repeat myself, okay? Watch the complete video on my YouTube channel at Adam Kotas Direct. I ain't gonna be repeating myself, okay? Okay, there you go. You should be on my YouTube channel. There you go. So there's a lot of videos on my YouTube channel in English. You just go there and it's all there, okay? In English and in Spanish, of course. There you go. Any other questions? Hello, hello. So these rosaries are available on my website, adamkotas.com, with the medal of Saint Benedict. This medal is also on my website. Everything is on my website. Hi, Father. I'm sad, going through cancer, and I feel horrible. Well, I will pray for you and know that this too shall pass. The majority of success in beating cancer has to do with your attitude. So you got to work on your attitude, and you need divine energy. So part of what the Bible teaches us about injecting ourselves with divine energy is using holy oil. So on my website, those of you who are sick in any way, I have my holy oil in my holy packet. So chapter 5 of the book of James says, are there any among you who are sick? Let them call for the priest, and let the priest come with the holy oil. So I've got the holy oil, blessed and exorcised, for all of you on adamkotas.com in my holy packet. So you can get that on my website. Go to my website, adamkotas.com. It's all there on my website, adamkotas.com. Any other questions? Okay. How much is the oil? It's free. You cannot charge people for sacramentals. So, I cannot sell rosaries. I cannot sell medals because that's a sin. It's called simony, and it's condemned. And I'm not going to go to hell for selling rosaries or holy medals. So the only thing you have to pay for is the shipping and the handling. Okay, so you pay for the materials, you pay for the shipping and the handling. So somebody that helps me do all of that, because I can't do it all myself. So that's what you pay for. You pay for the stuff that I get from Mexico, because I got to go to Mexico, bring it into the United States, and then I bless it, I exorcise it. Exorcise it means I put power into it that will protect you from evil. Okay, so like from the evil eye, from bad energies. It will protect you from jealous people, envious people. Okay, So I bless and I exercise everything, like the rosaries, the blessed metals, everything that is in my holy packet. It's got blessed and exercised salt, blessed and exercised holy water, the holy oil, rosary, metal, everything, a blessed palm, ashes, the same ashes that are on Ash Wednesday. I put them in there because I know a lot of you haven't gotten your ashes. So, because you didn't get your ash in church. So, I put it all in my packet and then I send it to you. You don't pay for any of the blessed items. You just pay for the shipping and the handling and the materials. Okay? Because otherwise, it's a sin. So it's free. The answer is it's free, except you got to pay to get it to you. Okay? You get it? Okay. How are you all? Are you all having a beautiful day? Any other questions? Any other questions? Okay, no more questions. How do I order? Well, you go to my website. Chris is asking, how do I order? You have to go to my website, adamkotas.com, and there you have a button that says order religious items, and you just click on it, and that's how you order. Okay, so here, let me show you. Okay, so this is my website. This is the official website of Father Adam Kotas. Okay, go down. Hello, hello. Okay, go down. Keep going. And here it is. Request religious goods. Look at the arrows. Click on that. And there it is. And here is the blessed and exorcised packet with the oil. Okay? Everything you need to protect yourself. Everything on my website. It's all there. Then we've got these medals. Okay, so I've got this beautiful holy medal that I just picked up in Mexico with 17 medals for protection. Okay, I got this in Mexico. And why did I put this together? Because Father Gabriel Amort, so there's a movie on Netflix called The Pope's Exorcist. Did you see it? And he makes the recommendation that in order to protect yourself, you need these 17 medals. So I put them all together. You can watch the movie, The Pope's Exorcist. And he gives these recommendations of how to protect yourself against evil, against the evil eye. You know how people can pass their energy, their negativity on you. So you need this. You put this in your house and it's going to help you. This is blessed and exorcised. Okay? I need it. Well, go to my website, adamkotas.com. Kennedy says I need it. Okay, go to my website and then get this. Put it in your house. Especially if you're like feeling a lot of tension in your house, or if your kids can't sleep, or if they have nightmares, you need this metal in your house. And it's going to absorb it. Absorb that negativity. Okay? It's all on my website. Everything is there for all of you. Okay? I have it all on my website, adamkotas.com. Okay. So these medals that you can wear are also on my website. I got these in Mexico. I just went and got them for all of you. St. Benedict medals. Watch the movie, The Pope's Exorcist. It's going to help you. Peaches says, I just received the packet. What days can I cleanse my house? Well, you can do it any day. So in the packet, Peaches, that you received, there is the holy water. Holy, blessed, holy, and exorcised water. You combine this with more water in your house, and you're going to spread the water all inside of your house, outside of your house, okay? You're going to bless your house. I put instructions in here. The instructions are in the packet, in English and in Spanish. There is also the blessed and exorcised salt, okay? Inside of the packet, okay? You combine this salt with more salt in your house, and you start cooking with it also. It's going to inject energy into you. It's really powerful. It's really going to help you a lot. Everything is on my website, okay? Yes, can I use the salt in my food? Absolutely. 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 Okay? Absolutely. Okay, have a beautiful day.